So I know there's probably more to talk about in this picture, like the fact that I didn't really address these, which someone pointed out to me. Thank you a lot. But I used to say everything is upside down, backwards, and flipped. Now this one is rotated 90 degrees. Now we're talking about a square. Angle of 90 degrees of the fourth part of the circle. So you really want to look at this like this. And it's at 3 o'clock. Okay? Now, I don't know. This is me just spitballing here. But if I had to reduce all these numbers, a 23 is a 5, a 14 is a 5, that's a 5, and that's a 19 or a 10 or a 2. So, 2 5s. Alright. Now why do I think, they're important? Well, it shows you that 1 of 1 of 7 of 13 of 110 of 2143. I don't know, maybe it was how. If that's a 10, and a 10 is just a 1 and a 0, that could be your 1 of 1 of. Now, since you have two 1 ofs, and your next one would be 7 of, well, n is the 14th letter, so there's kind of like two 7s. So 1 of 1 of 7, that's the 23rd, and there's always two 13s. 1 of 1 of 7, 13. And I think these ones are going to grab together for the 110, because you have a 1 and a 0 and a 5, and let's put the 0 around the 5 to make it a 10 with a 1, so that could be your 110. And then these guys, that's a 23rd and a 14, well that's a 2, 1, 4, 3. I think it's like, it lets you know that you need to know that. Okay, now, it's starting to make more sense now, all of the names of the retarded Mason places, degrees, okay? So we got, alright, the cryptic degrees, okay? The ancient and accepted right, a system of 33 higher degrees, right? The 33 things that are needed from 3858 minus 3000 minus 825 from 55 times 5 times 3. The legacy of Rosicrucianism. Now, I finally understand what Rosicrucianism is. It's that. It's your nice rosy crucifix. And again, there is a coffin here. Now, someone had something to say about someone talking about coffins. I never saw the coffin there until now. Now, rosy crucifixionism, because that could be the spot to put your feet where your hands are on the pole that goes to the ground. This is a crucifix in a casket. And that looks like a rose. Or a boat. Lots of stuff. You know, the boatmen from Quran. From there. The boatmen. So we got rosy crucifixionism. Alright, what else? We got, includes a legacy of Rosicrucianism, the degree of Knight of the Pelican and Eagle. Knight of the Pelican and Eagle. Oh, okay. Well, do you not see a pelican? Do you not see a bird? Could that not be a pelican? I used to think it was a dodo bird because we're all retarded. Knights of the Pelican. How about the eagle? Well, I always saw this was fly like an eagle. You know why? 1 of 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 3 is 7. That's a 13. That's 110. And 2, 3 circled 4 would be 2143 in a certain way. So, eagle, fly like an eagle with maybe talons and the tail feathers from a certain point of view. So you got, what is that? The degree of Knight of the Pelican and Eagle, the sovereign Prince Rose Croix of Heirdom. Oh, okay. The Rose Cross of Heirdom. Give or take, they're dumb. They're dumb. The ritual of which is based on the crucifixion of Christ. I liked Sublime Prince of the Royal Secret. Where is it? It's gotta be on here somewhere. There you go. Okay. So, you know, lots of books about Freemasonry. I've barely read this one. Huh. But I think I get it. Now, you guys can, you know, poo-poo, whatever. Yeah, no, it's like interpretive and whatnot. Oh yeah, I watched, talking about 1770, I watched, The Story of My Life. No, he's a good actor to get whipped. Appears in, and Guy. So we got Guy and the whip guy. But, yeesh. Didn't remember this one. But, yeah. There's, what does he say? Okay, well, he says that many stones in his cell, and I was like, how do you make 19,290 from that? I don't know. But he says, I'm a count, not a saint. And at the end he says, you were right, priest. You were right, priest, because the priest teaches him in the caves or whatever, in the jail. A count. Now, Sesame Street count. You know? I am the count. Okay? Because I count things. It's clever. If that was back in the day, I would call myself a count. You know? If you're back in like the Kabbalah years of screwing people over for your own money and their ignorance, and you exploit people for that, I would want to be called a count. Now, you know, we have 3, 15, 21, 14, 20. Just saying. So, yeah, other things that have been weird for Kevin since, I don't know, doing all this is apparently I'm really good at throwing darts. I think I've been playing darts for 3 weeks and it's getting scary, people. I closed the game on Sunday with double, I think like green bull, red bull. So I start the next game, and my very first shot in the next game was triple 20, triple 19, triple 18 in order, because I wanted them to go there. And I did it. So I'm a little freaked out about a lot of things these days. But here's the periodic table. In the Society's Chemistry Laboratory at San Jose, members are lectured on the structure of matter. Matters, right? But, yeah, I mean, I'm still kind of blown away by the right. John Harris designed for the first degree tracing board. You got another tracing board here. I guess you gotta know, like, you know, a 1 of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's probably 2 13s in there. I bet there's 26 in there. There's your 7-pointed star. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're 1 of 7 of probably double 13. 1, 1. Makes it 0 when you have 3. I don't know. Don't really care. I don't really care, people. I am, you know, it's not what I'm here for. I love this, though. The Genesis of Freemasonry. Wow, that's very clever. Rosy Crucifixionism is also very clever. Yeah, I wonder what Napoleon was all about. They locked him away. They didn't want Napoleon talking to other people in the movie, so I don't know. A lot of France stuff in this time. I guess France was a big part of the New World or something. I want to cry. Oh, right here. The appendix is great. I don't know, maybe we'll just end with reading you the last thing said in the ritual of becoming an asshole of the 3rd degree. Now, because we're going to talk about these images there, because I want you to know what the top 3 images are. It's a pencil, compass, and a skirret. So now I present you with the working tools of a master mace, and they are the skirret, pencil, and compass. The skirret is an implement which acts as a center pin, whence a line is drawn to mark out the ground for foundation of the intended structure. With the pencil, that's always behind my ear, the skillful artist delineates the building, the draft plan for the instruction and guidance of the workman. The compass enables him with accuracy and precision to ascertain and determine the limits and proportions of its several parts. But we are not all operative, but rather free and accepted or speculative. We apply these tools to our morals. In this sense, the skirret points out that a straight and undeviating line of conduct laid down for our pursuit in the volume of the sacred law. I don't know, 101 of 7 to 13 of 110 to 2143? Is that it? Is that the sacred law? The pencil teaches us that our words, that all mean 3858, and actions are observed and recorded by the Almighty Architect, to whom we must give an account to our conduct through life. You mean like Sheila Amber Graves or Austin Lee Meredith? The compass reminds us of his unerring and impartial justice, who have having defined for our instruction the limits of good and evil, who reward or punish as we have obeyed or disregarded his divine commands, which means creation code. We've followed creation code in all our creations, so we are in God's favor. Is that what that means? Thus, the working tools of a master mason each teach us to bear in mind and act according to the laws of our divine creator, who I can name, apparently. It's definitely not Sheila Amber Meredith. It's no Sam guy. Mason. Fucking retarded. Anyways, if you believe this stuff, you're obviously not well in the head. So, anyway, I apologize. Like, that tree leaning that way means nothing other than what's on my whiteboard. And the part of the flower and the rest of the flower. This is what did it. This is actually what they fucking lost it on this. I was thinking that was going to be like a 5 or something unaccounted for somewhere. It's the wormhole. It's the wormhole I drew, like, ages ago. And even my buddy was like, yeah, when I saw that, I was like barfing in my mouth a bit. And then he pointed out to me the coffin in the video that someone who was an asshole didn't like or something. So I don't know what to say about that. Wow. Anyway, there's your tracing board for the 1st degree. Or, no, this is the 3rd degree? 3rd degree tracing board. See, like, I got that tracing board. I got, like, this tracing board over here. And, like, that tracing board is basically the Masonic apron they wear. But it's basically just a number of reckoners that create all the other Roman numerals that I've done. And then the big M is the last one. What? Anyways. I don't know, that could be a tracing board of some type. I don't know. Trying. It's your life, guy. This is your life. Huh. So, I don't know. You've been hoodwinked. I was not hoodwinked. You've been all hoodwinked. It's not your fault, you know. How can you know when you weren't told? And then when you get told, no one listens. I don't know. Fuck, it's weird. Look, I wonder what they're trying to talk about, making a machine. Because you're in the earth. Oh yeah, go listen to Kipling's poem, If. I watched the Lex Friedman podcast after. It was actually pretty good, but he says F at the end by Kipling, and it just means 9-6.